This is a product video on how to apply the all-new and improved SLIPLO ULTRA bumper scrape guard. On the front of the box is the name, image of the product, as well as the vehicle, and on the underside of the product is what it looks like on the vehicle and the construction of the SLIPLO ULTRA. 10-year warranty, no hardware or drilling required, and it's easy to install. And inside the box is the SLIPLO bumper scrape guard. Notice that there's a YouTube channel to watch more videos on the product, both promotional and informational. There are 8 pieces of SLIPLO ULTRA and 2 adhesive promoter packs in the box. And this is enough to cover most front lips of bumpers. And the goal is to drive with confidence. Note that SLIPLO ULTRA is the replacement for the original SLIPLO Universal Skid Plate. The SLIPLO ULTRA is much smaller than the original version, with added benefits. So the box is noticeably smaller, and this also means that the pieces of the SLIPLO from original to the new SLIPLO ULTRA are much different as well. And as you can see, the SLIPLO ULTRA is smaller, and what this means is it's more flexible. This means you can apply SLIPLO underneath bumpers better in one piece. And in addition to being more flexible, it also has a slightly smaller profile, which helps with gliding and better clearance. And the adhesive is stronger on the SLIPLO ULTRA, so it bonds better to all types of bumpers. And what's particularly great about SLIPLO ULTRA is you don't need many tools. A degreaser, microfiber towel, gloves for protection, adhesive promoter, a tape measure, marker, and scissors. For install, it's always a good idea to raise the vehicle, though it's not necessary. Next up, if the vehicle has a wrap on it, whether color change film, full print, or PPF, it's a good idea to not apply the SLIPLO on top of the wrap, as it might not bond properly. Therefore, it's a good idea to trim back the material if it's been wrapped too far under. The best way to do this is to lay fine line tape just past the body line, click the blade so it's extra sharp, and then cut away the excess film. Once this has been removed, now it's time to prep the underside. The underside of the bumper can be very dirty and greasy. If it's mildly dirty, spray directly on the microfiber towel. Make sure to get above the bumper as well. And if it's very dirty, spray directly on, let it sit, then remove the dirt and oil. Once the underside is prepped, in terms of cleaning, now it's time to add adhesive promoter to where the SLIPLO will be placed. Be sure to start at one side and go to the other so it's 100% on the surface, and always allow it to dry for 5 to 10 minutes. Proper placement of the SLIPLO is key in order to get the best performance, so be sure not to have it too far out, otherwise it catches an edge, or too far in where the bumper is exposed. So the sweet spot is about 1/8 of an inch from the edge. Additionally, even though SLIPLO ULTRA is much more flexible than the original, if the corner has a bend past 45 degrees, it's a good idea to apply it in 2 pieces. Otherwise, applying it in one piece may cause too much pressure on the adhesive, and the SLIPLO ULTRA will lift from the surface. Therefore, it's a good idea to cut a small piece and place it on the diagonal. Once this is placed, then you could put the main piece on the front. And it's highly recommended to wear a tool belt during the install. This can contain the large pieces of SLIPLO, scissors, a marker, and any smaller pieces that are cut up during the workflow. And now in terms of placing the first piece of SLIPLO onto the bumper, you can either mark the center and work to the side from this point, or you can start from one side of the bumper and work to the other, or vice versa. This is easiest. So to apply the SLIPLO, find the point where it's at the exact spot on the bumper, release the liner, and then once it's in position, use the palm of the hand to firmly place it on. Always be sure to butt joint the next piece and work in increments. Try not to apply it in one movement. Instead, work in stages. Make sure the lip is uniform at the front. And again, this is for long-term durability and for the best performance of the SLIPLO ULTRA. Work from one side to the other in a nice steady workflow, and when done, always be sure to press each point down and firmly press it on. Once you get to the side, maybe you need to cut a piece. To do so, break out the marker, a piece of SLIPLO, and place it in the right position. Once it's at the exact spot, hit it with the marker. Now, take the scissors, and you can see that with heavy-duty scissors, you can easily cut SLIPLO in the exact spot. Then butt joint the modified piece, and now the SLIPLO covers the entire front lip from left to right. But keep in mind that in order to get the best performance out of SLIPLO, be sure to cover the sides as well. So here this piece is being placed on, just where the wrap film was cut off. This means there will be no issues with the SLIPLO bonding on the paint. Now the entire bumper has the ultimate protection, and to finish strong, always add heat to activate the adhesive fully, and if another layer is required, it's highly recommended to use masking tape as a template to create a straight edge, add the adhesive promoter, then apply the SLIPLO just at the edge of the masking tape. Then pull the masking tape away, and as you can see, it has a nice uniform distance from the first layer of SLIPLO Ultra, and it's safe distance from the very end of the bumper as well. And note that SLIPLO can also be applied to the underside of rocker panels if the cars are especially low to the ground. For more information and to purchase SLIPLO Ultra, you can go to sliplo.com. This has been a product video for SLIPLO Ultra, proudly produced by the Rep Institute.